in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go hear what the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from Lambeau. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, now this pass brought in by Brown. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
Antonio Brown.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Buccaneer first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 18.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Tampa Bay.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 13-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Yard pickup. First down, Buccaneers.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Jones, the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
2-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll throw from the gun. Got a man. It's Tanyan, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. That's a 30.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Airing this one out for Evans. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers unable to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Green Bay Packer.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
3-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3 at the 17-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
At the 13-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 30.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a play fake. Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
On the play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard.
Rodgers pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 40.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 30.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 31. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
31-yard line.
Jones. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, they'll roll him out right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Buccaneers.
Now Austin. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 40.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good.
33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. You go tight, you got tight. Kelly, someone Kelly. Under 10,
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Third and goal.
check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it. Line left. Right now. You better bring it. Switch. Snap.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
Brings up.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
For the field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Wait, 20. Hey, go 66.
Back to throw, Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Third down.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to win this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Watch 13. 13 is crossing. Check 13. Bang, bang.
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
45, 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a